Well, I just finished off my last bit of my marinara spaghetti sauce, and it is done now. I ate it with that bit of macaroni. The first bit of the macaroni I used for chili to kind of, you know, fill it out a bit. Because I wanted to add some lifetime to it. So I dumped that in there. And yeah, just, checking the clock, make sure the freaking thing is still recording because I never know. I never know because, it's phone, it's still new to me and blah, blah. And yeah, I was just thinking, I'm, I know my thoughts on this stuff is probably not new, but I was just like, yeah, Trump. He doesn't want, they don't want to get rid of DEI hires. It's just a cover. They want a different kind of DEI hires. They want the right kind of DEI hires. They want white DEI hires. They want kiss ass DEI hires. Trump wants, people that will suck his cock DEI hires and say the right things at the right time to the right people. So, yeah, that's what he wants. I mean, that's not new for every administration. You always want people that'll kind of tell you what you want to hear to some extent, but most administrations want people that will, when it comes to a certain point, be like, yeah, this is the truth of the matter, and shit needs to be handled, and blah blah blah, that sort of thing. I don't know. This guy's insane. Well, he's insane and yet totally sane because he knows exactly what he wants to do. He just wants to hand us cow shit and tell us it's gold bars. And, some people are like, those are some pretty gold bars, and the rest of us are like, dude, we know it's cow shit. We know those are some pretty stinky turds you're giving us because we've seen turds our whole life. And we haven't seen gold bars in person, but we've seen pictures. So, and yeah, I was thinking also something about I was talking to myself about something that, oh yeah, it was something about the DEI crap and, oh yeah, with the policies and stuff, how, I'm trying to think of what I was thinking, how all the policies and stuff, they go down, but they don't go up. Oh, right. The income being tied to work, that argument, that's always how it should be. I think that's bullcrap. And your income should not be tied to your work. I probably heard that from me. I think that's not how it should be. And people will be like, that's bullcrap. Your income should be tied to work. Well, how about the richest 1%, well, the richest tenth of a percent in America and the world? If their income is tied to their work, wouldn't their income be almost nothing then? Most of them don't even really have jobs, you know? And yeah, right? So therefore, your argument falls apart. And that is the same for almost all their bullshit arguments. All their arguments are, well, 75%, all their arguments work for if you're working class and middle class, but then when you try to apply them to rich people, no, rules don't apply. It's change the rules of the game for the rich people. Um, so, yeah, there you go. That's what it is. It's, here's the rules for the healthcare game. And, it's the same thing. It's like, rich people, it's like everybody else. This fancy ass steak costs, $150, $250 and whatever. Rich people, you go somewhere, golf club or whatever, really fancy golf club and stuff. No, you get a much better steak and stuff. Oh, it's complimentary. Why? Why do these billionaires go everywhere and everything is just paid for? They just get it. They don't even have to fucking pay for it. They just get all this complimentary shit. Why do billionaires just get all this complimentary shit? I mean, you hear so many stories about this shit that when you're a billionaire, you just get complimentary shit. It's like you hit this kind of runaway level of money, and all of a sudden, you're so rich that you just don't have to pay for anything anymore. So not only are you super rich, stuff just doesn't cost you anything now. It's like, wow, okay. So you're winning on the front end and the back end. And then if you're poor, you're paying on the front end and the back end. Wow. So you're getting screwed both ways if you're poor, and you're winning both ways if you're rich. That is the fucked up shit. I mean, that is a double dildo for poor people and a no dildo for rich people. So that's fair. Um, which brings us to equality of outcome. Equality of outcome. Oh no, we can't have equality of outcome. I love these arguments. I love these arguments. They make up words and statements just to get people riled up. And the people that fall for these things are fucking dumb poor people. All the people that fall for this shit are dumb poor people, and they're like, yeah, you're right, billionaire. You can't have equality of outcome. Why? You can't have equality of outcome because we can't have all them that color people having equal outcome. The last time that happened, what? The last time that happened, the country experienced, I don't know, most prosperous time in its entire history, maybe. We were on the most upward slope ever in our history. And then shit started to get cracked down on. Thank you, Reagan. And yeah, you know, it's just like whenever they play the divide and conquer game, everything for everybody who isn't super rich starts to go to hell. And man, you ignorant, bigoted white people just start ruining it for everybody who isn't ignorant and white. Those two things together. So, you guys make me ashamed to be white, but I am. I'm a white man, and I'm not ashamed about being white and a man, but I don't like the rest of you fucking it up for me. That's for sure. And then you're always claiming God's on your side. Why is God always on everybody's side? If God's on everybody's side and everybody has a different side, then who's right? I gotta have the answer to that question from somewhere. I mean, somebody, one of you, if God does exist, one of you's right, and a whole lot of you motherfuckers are wrong. One side is winning that lottery, and the rest of you are going nowhere, apparently, or somewhere. And, Christians, what if you're losing? What if you're buying the wrong lottery ticket? Just think about that. I know you have lots of faith, but what if that faith lottery ticket is fucking wrong? What if actually it's the atheists that have it right? Wouldn't that be the biggest cosmic joke ever? If that God's like, yeah, you should have chose atheism. Isn't that about a bitch? Man, they're the ones that chose right, bitches. Yeah. Who knew God had the best sense of humor ever? Who knew? And everybody else went to hell, and God's just up there laughing. It's just like, that's great. That's like, I can't stand being with these religious people. They are just too, they got to go somewhere else. So, yeah. Wouldn't that be something? Spent all your lives believing all this shit, and then you're like, oh, whatever. But, even if that were the case, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't burn you forever. That would be cruel. Like the man said, he would just turn you into flies and make you eat poo for a life. So, there you go. I'm done with that. I'm thinking I'm going to try and go to bed now. So, have a good night for anybody that might want to watch this. And future me and avatar me, there's some more data for you to recreate the noggin. Boobs.